A special day for basketball fans across the world. The All-Star Game. We'll have the greatest athletes in the world playing the greatest game in the world. We're happy to bring it to you right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Dwayne Wade. The West also making some changes. Cousins comes in for Marc Gasol. And Freak subbed in for James Harden.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
On the floor for the West All-Stars, Freak in at shooting guard. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Zach Randolph. Then it's Curry. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
Outside for Curry. Shot clock at 6. Here's Freak. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Freak's got a couple of threes now in the first for the West All-Stars. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Jackson passes to LeBron. Wall wide open. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one. Over to the left wing. Here's Freak. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Leonard with no one around. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
They haven't been able to stifle him defensively here.
No, to the contrary. They haven't provided much resistance at all. And in this game, you've got to play both ends of the floor.
George, no good. Clark, no question who's been in control of this game.
It has been all theirs, fully in control.
And that one's good. Freak.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring. Here.
George double teamed. Shoots from the elbow. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent. And when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him. This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
LeBron right side. The shot's good. 6 points for LeBron.
Well, the All-Star Game D is in full effect. They typically clamp it down in the second half.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter. A great event unfolding. 1 quarter of basketball already played. And welcome back, everyone, to this year's coverage of the NBA All-Star Game.
And, guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the East All-Stars, Kemba Walker is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then it's Anthony. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's DeRozan in at the 3.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing. Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
And Walker kicks to Antetokounmpo. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And it's the West All-Stars ball. Bledsoe dishes to Freak. To the paint. Gasol kicks to Freak. Hayward left side. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Antetokounmpo passes to DeRozan. DeRozan a screen on Cousins. Off the pick. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
And that one's good. Freak.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And Walker kicks to DeRozan. Wade outside. There's the 3, and he gets it to go. Wade's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Freak dishes to Gasol. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Anthony with the screen on Bledsoe. Here's Antetokounmpo. Nice D from Cousins.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Freak kicks to Gasol. Freak with it. He's got 16. Baseline try. No good from Cousins. Now here's Anthony. Wade passes to Walker. Back to Wade. And the pass to Antetokounmpo. That's good.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Monroe's checked in for DeRozan. Wash comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Jackson in for Walker. Then for the West All-Stars, Zach Randolph, he's checked in for Cousins. Leonard comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's Freak. Look at that jam. Wow. I mean, just beautiful.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
The drive by Anthony. That one wide left. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Pass to Leonard from outside the arc. And that one's good. Leonard's got 11 points.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Leonard's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. Jackson dishes to Anthony. To the inside.
That's a walk.
Here's Monroe.
That's a walk.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And a chance to catch up on. And through the first half. And welcome back to the second half of the NBA All-Star. Freaks checked in for the West.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
On the court for the West All-Stars, Freak in a two-guard. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Zach Randolph. And it's Hayward, and it's Curry in a point. And LeBron James gets it to go.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Shoots from 12. Anthony can't hit.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And George, here we go. And he gets the bucket. George has got 14.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Dishes it to Freak. Launches it. East grab.
Didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Hayward against George. Wade outside. Launches a 3. Shot's good. Wade's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Now here's Freak. Wade is covering. Randolph kicks to Leonard. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on LeBron James.
Leonard playing extremely well. He's got 14 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Love's check in for George. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for James. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Walker subbed in for John Wall. And Freak throws it down.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Jackson, he's checked in for the East. Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. There's the dish to Gasol. From 11 feet away. That's good. Gasol's got 8 points.
And that's a nice possession. Did a good job to get that open shot.
Jackson passes to DeRozan. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Bledsoe dishes to Freak. Good-looking screen by Gasol. And Freak throws it down.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
Monroe's checked in for Anthony. And West also making a switch. Harden's checked in. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan as he addressed his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Marc Gasol. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Bledsoe kicks to Gasol. Freak passes to Harden. Inside. And there's Marc Gasol on the assist by Harden. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight. Clark, they're looking now at a sizable deficit.
Yeah, you know, they've got a lot of work ahead of them, but no reason to give up hope right now.
Yeah, definitely not, guys. Not with all the time that's still left in this game.
DeRozan. It's rebounded by the West. Freak's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. 1:30 left to play here in the third. Leonard dishes to Freak, and the shot is good. Freak's got 25 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Jackson kicks to Love. Screen by Monroe. The wide open look here for DeRozan. That's in there. Love with the assist. That's 10 points for DeMar DeRozan. The West All-Stars with the ball. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Got that one up quick. And that's now 27 points for Freak.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Monroe, the pass to Jackson. High post try, and it's good.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
And the West All-Stars have possession. 15-point game. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Harden with the drive. Here's Gasol. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
The East making a switch. Bosch is checked in. The West also making some changes. Randolph comes in for Leonard. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Jackson kicks to DeRozan. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
6 on the shot clock. Bosch, the screen. LeBron drives in. No good from 18. Harden can't get it to go. We've been having a great time here, and we hope you have been too. The All-Star Game coverage continues. Thanks again for tuning in here to 2K Sports.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star Game, is there?
They've got LeBron James, D-Wade out there with Wall, then it's Anthony, and it's George in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Kicks it to Wade, puts it up from 15, and he recovers it. It's LeBron with the drive. The 10-footer finds the target. LeBron's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the East All-Stars. Curry dishes to Freak. Harden against James. Outside Curry. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Yeah, such All-Star Game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move. Oh, nasty. Oh, nasty. He's in this game for a reason, Kev.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Freak passes to Randolph. Curry kicks to Freak. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Wall dishes to James. A nice shot by George.
They're doing their best to erase the deficit here with some smart passes and some good shooting. I mean, those two things go hand in hand. If you're going to make shots, then the passes have to be on target and on time.
Curry. Shot's good.
Are you kidding? I mean, this is an all-star finish if ever I've seen one.
And that's one of the plays people are going to remember and talk about from this year's game for sure.
Leonard with the steal. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. The drive by LeBron.
What a game for LeBron. He has 12 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
And the second free throw, good. And here is Curry. And there's the feed to Freak. Randolph a screen. Here's Freak. And Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Here's Wall. Looking for Wade. He gets it there. The 11-footer. No good off the back of the rim. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his 1st foul. You can see the leadership qualities on display right there, guys.
You know, he's their coach on the floor. There's no doubt about that. A great communicator, a great teammate, and as you mentioned, Kevin, a tremendous leader.
Here's Freak, and Anthony with the block. Now Wade. He dishes it to George. From deep. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's West now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Curry passes to Freak. And Anthony sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. Freak with it. 6 to shoot. The long distance 3 is buried. Freak's got 14 points now in the 2nd half.
Guys, you just can't imagine how difficult it is to hit a shot that deep. Man, that was as sweet as honey.
And I was looking over at the opposing bench. They couldn't believe it either.
LeBron kicks to George. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 6th assist on the night.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Freak dishes to Randolph. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on George. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the West All-Stars.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
The East making a switch. Jackson's checked in.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Randolph with the ball. George picks him up. Freak with it. Jackson on him. A 3 from Leonard. The shot is off. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Outside Anthony. Puts up a 3. That's good.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Yeah, it took them a while, but now they're starting to get into a flow from outside. And boy, is that time.
Knocked away. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. John Wall's checked in for Jackson. Freak passes to Curry. To the middle. Here's Freak. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
And these fans are getting treated to just some amazing aerial action in this game.
And that's the way it should be, right? I mean, it's All-Star Week. You don't lay it in, you punch it in.
Back to Curry. Feeds it to Freak. Just 5 to shoot. Gasol kicks to Leonard. Misses the 3. Outside, Wall. Here's James. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
They get the rebound. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
First free throw is good. And he can't hit the second. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Now here's Conley. There's the lob to the hoop, and Freak throws it down.
Oh, the alley-oop connection. That's all-star play at its best.
And here is Antetokounmpo. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong, but
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith in the All-Star Game action now in the books. So let's take a look back at some of the footage from our Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor. And that'll do it for this year's All-Star Game. Some splendid talent on display.